So this driver right here in this truck, AA Truck Lines Incorporation out of California, Mid-Eastern driver, come up to me just now and asked me, he said, hey man, do you know what time this place opens? We're getting unloaded at. But he didn't ask me in English. He asked me on his cell phone because he couldn't speak English. Now we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. How did he make it from California to here without getting pulled into a waste station and then putting him out of service because he can't speak English? You got the state of New Mexico, you got the state of California, you got the state of Utah, you got the state of Minnesota, you got the state of South Dakota, you got the state of North Dakota, and the other states in between like Colorado, who are not pulling these guys into the waste stations and checking to see if they can't speak English or even to see if they're legal to drive, which the guy in California was not.
223 illegal aliens have been arrested and taken off of our roads. Of those, 146 of them were drivers. That includes 46 semi-truck drivers and another 82 of them that were either box trucks, buses, moving vans, vehicles such as that.
Okay, this is really concerning stuff. Welcome back. First, you heard yet another truck driver caught in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Could not read or speak English. He drove his big rig from California to New Mexico using his cell phone translator to understand English. And then that was DHS Secretary Kristi Noem on the arrest of 146 illegal alien truck drivers. This is after at least 6 were killed in fatal truck crashes involving illegal alien truckers in California and Florida. Let's bring in Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino. Commander, it's great to see you again. What do you make of this? Because let's go through the data. Transportation Department data show there are 200,000 illegal alien truck drivers out there over the last decade, and they just took away the licenses of more than 7,200 of them because they couldn't read or speak English. This is like a goose chase trying to find these guys, Commander.
Well, Liz, a happy Halloween, and thanks for having me. But it is like a goose chase trying to find these individuals. 146, that's an excellent number, but many more thousands out there. It begs the question, how did they get those driver's licenses? Liz, I've got a lot of friends that are commercial truck drivers. That's a very difficult test to pass. Even if you can speak and read English, how in the world did these individuals pass that that test for that commercial driver's license? This is what you get when you have open borders. This is what you get when you choose illegal aliens over American citizens. Ma and Pa America is bearing the brunt of this, as well as other illegal aliens on many other fronts. It's terrible.
So, Commander, Biden let in 11 million illegal aliens unvetted. Trucking licenses then given out in the sanctuary states of California, Illinois, and New York. I mean, Newsom's California gave out, I think, 62,000 of them. So it's going to be a long haul, no pun intended, to try to track down this stuff.
Sure, it is a long haul. But what we need to look at here is how ICE and Border Patrol are actually attacking this problem. ICE has got a very, very good program to look at check stations, weigh stations, and things like that. So they're starting to pick off these illegal alien truck drivers. Same thing with Border Patrol. We just caught 3 more in the past couple of days there at a Border Patrol checkpoint in Southern California. I believe a Russian, an Indian, and an El Salvadorian illegal alien truck driver. So we're getting a handle on this, and we're taking it to them.
You know, Commander, let's get the update. What's going on with Judge Sarah Ellis in Chicago, who ordered you to meet with her every day, and what ICE is doing in Chicago? We know that federal appeals court temporarily blocked this, paused her order. But what's going on right now with this?
Well, the court case continues. The depositions continue. I have more depositions next week. But what's really continuing here in Chicago is us being out on the streets, arresting some really, really bad individuals. I just got off the streets of Chicago with Border Patrol and ICE, and we apprehended several dozen individuals, one of whom was an illegal alien from Poland with an Interpol red notice. This individual was an organized crime leader from Poland, a drug trafficker, had been arrested for fraud, walking the streets of Chicago with impunity here on this Halloween day.
Wow. Commander Greg Bovino, thank you so much. Thanks for your service to America, sir. It's great to see you again.